and it's showing us, okay, this is 118.4 volts AC. I didn't have to select anything. I could take this meter without changing any settings and go directly to a different type of power source, and it's going to automatically tell me. All right, folks, welcome back to another adventure in the garage. Today we're going to be going over all of the functions of the Tesmen TM-510 digital multimeter. If you are new to multimeters or a beginner or something like that, I think this would be perfect for a hobbyist or homeowner because it is one of the most simple meters I've ever had on the show. So this video should be pretty quick too. The main feature about this meter is its auto functionality, and that's what we see here. And what it's telling you is it's going to auto detect whether it's voltage AC, voltage DC, whether or not you're measuring resistance or you're checking for continuity. These two buttons down here, this is for backlight. If we hold this, that's for flashlight. And then this is for non-contact voltage sensing. Okay, so it's basically like a hot stick. We'll go over that after we go over the other functions. So normally in a multimeter, you would have to go through and select, okay, I'm looking for voltage AC. I'm looking for voltage DC. I want to measure resistance, okay? You don't have to do that with this meter. It auto selects, which I think is a really friendly feature to help bring new people into this space. I think the multimeter industry isn't friendly to its users, okay? They don't have very good PR. They're not out here demonstrating, and people that work in the field, whether it's with, whether it's electricians or electrical engineers, whoever, I feel like they're not very friendly with their knowledge. And in fact, they're always like, stay away from electricity, it's dangerous. Yes, electricity is dangerous, but it doesn't mean that we can't learn how to measure it or understand some basics about it. Let's get into the Tesmen auto functionality, and that means that it'll also be auto ranging as well, which for this price is pretty awesome. So we can just start out with, let's get a little AC circuit here. I use this battery as a little prop so we can see the screen better. And what we're gonna do is just gonna take a measurement. Boom, there you go. And we've got a display, and it's showing us, okay, this is 118.4 volts AC. I didn't have to select anything. I could take this meter without changing any settings and go directly to a different type of power source, and it's gonna automatically tell me. Hey, this is 9.5 volts DC, which is really great because if you're new to testing electrical, you might still be really new to the concept of DC voltage and AC voltage. And then let's go ahead. The next functionality on the list is going to be measuring resistors or resistance, excuse me. And I'll use resistors as an example. Okay, so something that we want to look out for is this says 1 mega ohm. So think of capital M as in millions of ohms. So this is saying 1,048,000 ohms of resistance. So you'll want to look out for those units of measurement, right? So we don't get confused. And this is K, kilo, think of thousands. So this is 0.987 thousandths or 987 ohms. Let's do another example with the K. So it's a K, thousands. We can move that decimal place over 3 spots is what that means. So this resistor would be valued at 9,970. And then we can go to a smaller resistor. and it's saying 0.1 k ohms. So that's measuring in at 100 ohms. And then we can go and check something for continuity. Continuity just means that there's flow. And we got a green indicator telling us, yeah, there's flow through this wire. It's a little hit or miss. Something that the continuity setting is great for is kind of discerning, you know, which wires are going where. Okay, is that wire going to there? Oh, so this spot is going to the black wire, and this spot is going to the red wire. So that's what it can be helpful for. Resistance doesn't have to be resistors, right? Like if we're trying to troubleshoot something like a motor or a light bulb, any kind of electrical load is going to have some amount of resistance. And so we can check this light bulb. This light bulb has very little resistance. It's saying it's showing 0. There's going to be a certain amount. So we got to think about that too. Things that have very low resistance, this is probably not going to be a great meter to pick up on. Okay, it's showing 0 resistance, showing continuity. So that means that the wire from one end all the way through to the other, there is flow that can take place. So if I took a measurement like this and it just showed auto and it didn't show anything, that would mean that there's an open circuit either in the light bulb, or if I did the same thing to the motor and it didn't show anything, that would be an open circuit. But to give you an example of what it would look like on a very traditional meter, the amount of resistance that we would see for things like this is, okay, 0.6 ohms, very small amount, 0.7 ohms. So it's not, this type of meter is not going to be great for really small measurements, very small accurate measurements, and that's okay. You don't need a lot of accuracy for stuff around the house, little projects, things that you're trying to troubleshoot. You just need to get an idea if there's an open circuit, if there's continuity, if voltage is taking place, and then from there you can kind of get together a plan for troubleshooting. I wanted to get into the next setting, the non-contact voltage. And what does that mean? Well, that's basically a hot stick. If we've got a hot AC circuit here, okay? And we'll hold this button down. Non-contact voltage, that's what the NCV is standing for. Okay, and it should be able to tell us where voltage is present. Okay, so pretty cool little feature. The H is going to be, indicating high voltage, and there should be an L for low. That means it's sensing some kind of voltage, but not very much. And then where it's high, there's the full 120 voltage there. So if you're new to meters, you want to learn more about them, I've got a whole playlist. I've got a bunch of videos on a bunch of different type of meters. You probably picked this one up off of Amazon for actually a really good deal. But if you're still shopping around, you want a different one or something that has a lot more functions, I've got a bunch of them on the channel for you all to check out. So thank you all for joining me in another adventure in the garage. I'll check you out in the next one.